Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the RootsTech 2024 MC, Kirby Hayborn.
Hi, everybody. This is so exciting. Welcome to a groundbreaking moment of RootsTech. It's the start of our brand new main stage forums, beginning with FamilySearch Tech Forum. I just realized that it's RootsTech because it's technology. I just thought it was a cool name. But it's actually about technology. So I'm Kirby Hayborn, and I'm thrilled to be with all of you today. We're here for the first of 4 forums being offered this year. And this marks the beginning of an exciting new era where we come together to tackle pressing topics, seek out innovative solutions, and then engage with the experts in the field of family history. And that's a lot of you here today. FamilySearch is not only the host of RootsTech, but over the years has also been at the forefront of technological innovation in the family history industry. From pioneering digitization efforts to the development of cutting-edge search algorithms, it's been FamilySearch who has continuously pushed the boundaries of what's possible in genealogical research. With each new advancement, we've seen barriers fall, access to records expand, and the journey of discovery become more accessible to everybody around the world. As we look to the future, we see a horizon filled with endless possibilities. With ongoing advancements in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics, the future of family history research and discovery is brighter than ever before. We're so lucky because today's FamilySearch Tech Forum promises to be an engaging lineup exploring the latest advancements and prospects at FamilySearch. So, what do we have in store for you this morning, you might ask? Well, it's a good thing I have an answer. Before we hear from each of our experts, we've got a diverse panel of experts. Before we hear from them on the latest products and innovations, we've got a video that we'd like to show you so you can see who FamilySearch is, right up here.
This is planet Earth, and we are FamilySearch. Oh, wait, who's FamilySearch? Well, she is, and he is, and they are. You are. FamilySearch is a free, worldwide family connecting service that is driven 100% by people. We help you discover family across generations through our website, mobile apps, and in-person help at over 5,000 local family search centers. And it all starts with Angelo. Well, no, your family doesn't start with Angelo, but FamilySearch's work does. Angelo is one of literally countless archivists or records custodians from around the world. These records might be names and dates and certificates, but they also might be photos and stories. At FamilySearch, a primary focus is obtaining records so we can make them available to you. To make this possible, we collaborate with commercial companies, archives, and organizations in over 150 countries and counting. FamilySearch is an equal opportunity record preserver, sending volunteers to digitize records everywhere, including where records are most at risk. So a few years ago, Charito helped preserve tens of thousands of records in the Philippines just barely before the originals were destroyed in a typhoon. And Amelia and Samuel are just a small part of FamilySearch's huge undertaking to preserve names from oral genealogies in Africa. But having all these records is only as valuable as your ability to easily search them to find your family connections. That's why Cameron in Indiana, Bryn in Germany, Juan in Argentina, Tsuki in Japan, and tens of thousands of volunteers throughout the world are working literally around the clock. Because while those in Hoboken are sleeping, those in Mumbai are hard at work, helping to verify computer-automated indexing. Thanks to all of them, FamilySearch has over 16.8 billion searchable names and images. That means someone in Seattle can find a record of their family member from Micronesia, obtained by a volunteer from England, and indexed by a volunteer from Ghana. See how much of a worldwide effort this is? Then FamilySearch's engineers, like Brian, not every engineer is named Brian, they use their clever knowledge of technology to make this information fun and accessible to everyone. Our users, millions of folks like you and like Jamie, share their discoveries by building shared family trees online and in our app. Already, there are over 1.4 billion names in the tree. Imagine that family photo. And because they're building the family tree of humanity, you can see how you're connected with other people, uniting families. That's how O'Day, who set out to find his ancestors, discovered his cousins less than 1,000 miles away. And perhaps most uniquely of all, if you get stuck or want help, you can get one-on-one help online or visit one of our family search centers all around the world from Perth to Paris. So on your next vacation virtually anywhere, even Hawaii, you can do some family history with friendly consultants like Liza and Lou. Or make your next vacation a visit to the largest genealogical learning library in the world, maybe the universe, in Salt Lake City. Or RootsTech, the largest family history conference in the world with over 3 million participants. And remember, the records, online access to the family trees, the apps, even the in-person assistance, it's all free to people everywhere with no catch. Except you might feel a little, or a lot, more connected to your family then and now. Every family from everywhere is important. That means you have information that can help. You too can be a part of FamilySearch, even if you just know the names of your grandparents, your great-grandparents, even your great-grandparents, sisters, uncles, cousin twice removed. What you know could be the answer to someone else's question. Join your family on FamilySearch today.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage FamilySearch International.
Wow. Welcome to our Tech Forum. What an amazing global gathering. I'm so excited to be with you today, and we have some exciting news to share with you today. But first, let's take a moment to remember. Why take time to remember when we're here to talk about technology and the future? Remembering our past helps us feel a sense of connection and belonging. It helps ground us in a world that's ever-changing in its circumstances, and it helps us feel purpose as we learn from the experience of others. Remembering can give us continuity in life and direction for who we are and who we want to become in the future. From our earliest days, the purpose of FamilySearch has been to help people everywhere, help them remember their connection, their past, their present, and their future. This morning, as I look out here, I'm remembering. And right here, it tells me that I have 20,361 of you that are part of my story. Thank you. So, where were you in 2007? Or how about in 2014? Or even in 2021? Do you remember? Well, in 2007, FamilySearch released the first version of Family Trees. And in 2014, FamilySearch released the first version of Memories. And in 2021, RootsTech truly became a global forum where people from Peru to Port-au-Prince, Argentina to Africa, and anywhere else in between could connect and gather. Innovation and technology have been consistently present in all of our efforts to help people all over the world. But we aren't a technology company. We're a service organization. However, innovations in process and technologies have helped us advance our ability to help you. And today, it's my privilege to represent the technology efforts at FamilySearch and to participate in the development of remarkable innovations that will help accelerate your ability to find and connect your family, past, present, and future. During my professional career, I've witnessed many remarkable advancements in technologies. However, I believe I will at some day look back to today and this global RootsTech conference and the technologies that are exciting and that were announced today and the wonderful team that announced them. But I think as I look back, what I will remember and what I will say is that this was the beginning of a new generation of capabilities that have changed the way FamilySearch is able to help people connect families. In addition to what's announced today, over the next 18 to 24 months, FamilySearch will accelerate the utilization of generative AI to facilitate richer experiences for researchers and expand our ability for users to connect their living relatives. We'll provide more sophistication and automation for record and data preservation and privacy, while increasing our system's intelligence in record sourcing that will direct platform users to industry friends, repositories, and other archives for resource record access. So, from all of us here today at FamilySearch, who work each day to make available to you the records of thousands of archives, our wonderful industry friends, repositories all over the world, we hope that you will not only see the technology advancements, and the insights that we have about our technology roadmap, but first and foremost, we hope you will see our desire to help you have inspiring journeys that connect you with your families, past, present, and future. So buckle up and join us in an innovation journey today as we work to connect you with your past, present, and future. It's a great day to be at FamilySearch.
Thank you, Brett. Appreciate that. Hi, I'm Andy Gold. I'm an AI portfolio director. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we utilize generative AI to accelerate our work at FamilySearch. I'm often asked about how we think about, or are we scared of, do we fear AI? The answer is no. We embrace it as we see it as a tool for bringing people closer together across the world and transcending cultural and demographic divides. Our goal is to connect people and to help them remember their lineage, their ancestors, and their heritage. If AI is a utensil in our kitchen, remember, our secret ingredients are you, your story, and the love that comes from celebrating and remembering others. Over a year ago, I started to envision the scope of the field of narrow AI, which is the field that generative AI sits within. And I set out to define or find a list of or an outline of the various fields of research and development that define narrow AI. Well, I succeeded. 35 pages later, single-spaced, 10-font, 41 categories, and up to 60 subcategories. Just a massive document of all of the fields of narrow AI that were occurring at that time. I then tried to build a visualization in the form of a mind map of how all these fields fit together, but it was unrecognizable in a single document. There is no physical tree in the world that could be utilized to represent the explosive growth of the field of narrow AI and generative AI. It will never effectively fit within a single sheet of paper. It's just massive. What we can define, however, is our usage of deep learning to process massive record archives. These tools are helping us to establish new understandings of the relationship between people contained within traditional databases such as census records, birth certificates, and immigration logs. And we are now doing this faster than can be achieved by manual methods or even machine learning extraction methods. We're also bridging gaps in history and language by using machine learning in the form of transformers to translate historical documents from one language to another, making it easier for people to access records in languages that they don't speak. And in this example, our new full-text search capability launched within Labs utilizes AI to transcribe complex unindexed images on FamilySearch into text so that they can be searched. We're utilizing GPT, like ChatGPT systems, large language models, or LLMs, to accomplish this. And my colleague, Michelle, will tell you a little bit more about it shortly. We're also creating family trees for entire cities and countries in narratives generated by computers for various Tier 1 primary record sources, thanks to Dave we met, and comprehensive views of ancestry across entire regions. We're continuing to explore the many ways to utilize generative AI to foster a greater sense of global community and shared human experiences by uncovering the interconnectedness of our lives and the lives of our ancestors. We couldn't be more excited about what is being presented today by our team and encourage you to try our new full-text search tools and LLM-powered services. Have an amazing time at RootsTech, and thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Bill Mangum, and I am with FamilySearch and Product Management and Director over the Help and Learning section. I'm going to tell you about the work that we're doing with our Help and Learning content and AI. We've built a prototype that we think will really help you when you need a little extra help. This is like having your own personal expert sitting next to you, helping you whenever you need it. They know the answers to most of your questions, and they can point you in the right direction to learn even more. So the new prototype, FamilySearch Helper, is going to be a big help. We're employing the Microsoft Azure OpenAI technology to provide a simple place to search across all the FamilySearch Help content. There are many places that you can get help on FamilySearch today, including over 100,000 pages on the wiki for research help. Also, you can go and find additional help on the blog. There's great research help. There's great stories and personal stories there to help you in your family history efforts. Another place is over 5,000 physical locations, family history centers, that you can go to, and there are wonderful volunteers working in those family history centers that can help you one-on-one to get the help you need to answer your family history questions. So, how do you find this help today? There's also a help as you go up onto the main header. You can click on that, and it'll bring up a dialog. It brings up in-context help for where you're at. It allows you to search across all the knowledge articles, and there's links to a lot of other help and learning there. If you didn't know to go to all those places, you could go to one place now, the FamilySearch Helper, and be able to type in your search and get help across all those different sites, all those different repositories. You can type in your search, and let's just say I'm going to do my first search. As I'm a new person, I could say, how do I add grandma to the family tree? And it will go out. It will do that search. It will come back with the results showing the steps that you could take. The cool thing about this is that it pulls content from the blog, from RootsTech content, from the wiki, and tells you how to do that. And so as you look there, you can see a link here on this one to the help article associated with adding. Next, I can say I have ancestors that are from Germany. A lot of ancestors from Germany. How do I do research for my German ancestors? I can ask that question, and it will come back again with content, not just on the wiki, but also the blog has some great articles on how to research in Germany. So that combined content comes back via natural language and presents to me some steps to start doing research in Germany. Next, I could say, I'm going to be visiting relatives in San Antonio. I would really like to go to a family history center there. I wonder if there is a family history center. I type in, where are the family history centers in San Antonio, Texas? And it comes back with a really long list, longer than I expected. I can choose one that's close to me, but I can see all of them there and the hours that they're open. I can see the physical locations. And then I could say, do any of these have classes? And I could ask what classes are available at the one that's closest to me. And then I could go visit and attend a class while I'm visiting family. Also, where am I at today? Here I am at RootsTech, and I would like to know who are the big names that are going to be keynote speakers. So I could ask, who are the keynote speakers at RootsTech 2024? And that result comes back, and there is an impressive list of people who are speaking. One of those just happens to be Kristen Chenoweth. That name's really familiar, but because I live in a cave, I don't know what she did. So I quickly do a query and say, so what is Kristen Chenoweth best known for? It comes back and says she does TV, she does music, she does theater, and then I see, oh, that's where I know her. She was in the original Wicked cast playing Glinda, who's my favorite, of course. So all these things coming back from one place, all the content combined, AI applied, natural language questions, I ask how I would normally ask, and it gives me back a response in natural language. So now I have an expert, a helper available at any time. Wow. My helper is going to wonder what happened to me. Tammy's not going to get questions all times of the day. But we're excited, very excited that AI advances how we've been doing help and how it's going to help you in your family history work. So we'd like you to go out and try this. And you're asking, where do I do that? There's a booth at the expo. You'll be surprised. FamilySearch. We'll be there. You can come and try it, and you can give us feedback immediately, one-on-one, or you can go online, and you can try it there and give us feedback online. And you're probably saying, well, how do I get some of that, right? Well, Craig Miller is going to tell you about that in just a few minutes. Thank you very much.
Hi there, I'm Michelle Barber. I'm a user experience designer here at FamilySearch. And my team and I, we get to design all the awesome tools that you use that connect you with records and help you find your ancestors. Today I get to introduce a product that we are so excited about. So we're going to be some of the first to tell you about it. It's called a new era in search technology called full text search. And lucky for you, we're going to give you a sneak preview of it. You ready? First of all, FamilySearch has billions of images that are unindexed. And this means that they're really hard to search. Sometimes it's because they're hard to read. This one's a little bit tricky to read. Sometimes it's because they lack structure. And often it's just because we have way, way, way too many of them for our amazing volunteers to ever get through. This particular image is a deed from Massachusetts. And if you look closely, you can tell it's truly a trove of information between those densely written lines. If we zoom in, we can see this beautiful handwriting. Line by line, someone went to the effort to make this available, but we have a problem getting it searchable, getting it to each of you. So what we have is full text search uses AI to transcribe the image, the unindexed image, into text so they can finally be searched. And before I show you how AI did on transcribing this record, I want to tell you about how we're going to help you find these records. We're actually able to search by keywords in the transcription. That means any word on this page I can now search for. In this case, I searched for two individuals that I knew had a land transfer in the late 1800s. I also knew that their land transfer was in Massachusetts, so I filtered down by that collection. And now we're finally going to be able to see how AI did. You ready? I'm going to click on that very bottom record there. It's the cemetery deed from 1881. And let's check it out. There we go. Here we are in our new full text product that we're so excited. You can see we have the entire transcript right there on the right side. But we also have each keyword that I search for highlighted. So I get a clue where I'm looking on this record that's really difficult. And I can keep searching and make sure this is truly who I'm looking for. In this case, on this really dense record. I'm going to narrow in on that right side. You can see the record separated by those two horizontal lines. Let's zoom in on that and see how the full text did. All right, there's our text, there's our image, and I'll be the first to tell you the computer did make some mistakes. But I'll also be the first to ask, did anyone in this room think they could have done better than that, indexing this record? Definitely not me. So even though I got a little bit wrong, some of the cursive wasn't correct, exactly transcribed, and I copied this exactly from our website, what it did is it got a lot right. It got enough right that it connected me with the record. And that is what's so exciting. Now that I've found the record, I can use it as a source. I'm going to go through and make sure this is exactly who I'm looking for. I can source any other individuals on the page that are mentioned. And as exciting as this AI technology is, I could talk about it all afternoon, the true power of full text search is the content. Right now, available at your fingertips, we have 100 million records searchable with full text search. This is a fundamental shift in the way we do research, making millions of records available that would have taken us years and years and years to index. Full text search has the ability that I'm especially proud of. It has the ability to help us find underrepresented populations in our records. This includes women, enslaved individuals, indigenous individuals, and children who are not often found in records. Let's look at the collections we currently have available and give you a little hint at what you have to search. Our first collection, U.S. land and probates, with individual state collections. I love talking about these because these records are a wealth of family history information. They contain stories of people's lives. They tell us what happened when they moved from place to place, when they sold property and they sold their homes. Tell us what happened after their lives changed and they lost a loved one. One of my favorite things I get to do in my job is I get to hear from users who use the products that I design. This is a quote that we had from one of the people who got early access to our full text search. Today I found the name of my 7th great-grandmother in 2 deeds from Virginia. This tool is allowing me to discover records that would have been almost impossible to find without it. And can I just say how awesome it is? We get to come in and see our great-great-grandmothers in records in their own name in this collection. It's fantastic. Another part that we are especially excited about is the ability to help in researching enslaved individuals. Andre Kern said, "Using experimental search allowed me to uncover the resilient life of my enslaved great-great-great-grandmother Millie." Just incredible. Andre is actually teaching a class here at RootsTech all about how to use full text search for searching enslaved individuals. Our next one is our Mexico notarial records. And these are really interesting because often they contain events before civil records were introduced. We're really excited. For example, you can search for marriages that might not have happened before civil registration records. We're excited for the people in Mexico to be able to find so many more records of their ancestors this way. And finally, we have our plantation records collection. This is a collection that we're especially excited to introduce because for the first time, you'll be able to search plantation records. These are records of inhabitants of agricultural plantations. They include the names and locations of many enslaved individuals who lived and worked there. And they were so excited that we finally have this resource available. This next slide is an image I found searching that plantation record collection. It's from Gloucester County, Virginia, from 1853. And if you zoom in, you can see the names of people who lived there, people who worked there. And as I look at it, I want to tell you, it's because these people matter. I'm so thankful we'll be able to find them. Hopefully you can see why we're so excited to introduce full text search. Over the next few years, FamilySearch will take every unindexed image and run it through full text search. That's billions of images. That means you no longer have to sit and click through thousands and thousands of images like we have all done searching for your ancestor, we can finally connect you with them. And to our wonderful volunteers, please keep indexing, keep being part of our Get Involved efforts. The amazing part of our future is we're going to pair the power of human volunteers with AI in ways that has never been done before. And of course, you're probably wondering how you can hop on and start using full text your search, and you'll have to stand by just a few more minutes, and then we'll let you know. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Todd Powell. I'm the product manager for Family Tree. And I want to thank all of you for the millions of contributions that you make every day to Family Tree. We cannot do this without you, so thank you very much. These are some great examples of AI making a big splash at FamilySearch, and it's very, very exciting. Now we're excited to show how users can better collaborate with their living family members on FamilySearch. This is something that you have been wanting and asking for a long time, and we're very excited to talk about it today. So I'm going to tell you a little story about it. Some of you, many of you, can identify with this story. So this is Jan. Meet Jan. She's the family historian for her family. Resonate? And she's really, really good at it, like all of you are. She gathers all the family photos. She gathers the stories, she attaches all the records, and she builds her tree. She especially loves doing this for her living family. However, she's the only one that can view and edit her living tree right now. Her challenge is how to share all of her living memories and how to get her family to contribute living memories and to contribute and work together in this tree. With family group trees now, Jan can invite her spouse, her children, grandchildren, and maybe her siblings, any close family really, and they can all collaborate in a shared tree space. Yes, we've talked about this for years, and today you can do it. So notice here in the upper left-hand corner that now this is Jan's family tree. And now she can invite all her close family to participate in this tree. So instead of everyone having a copy of their own family tree, they can now share, again, the same family space or the same family tree. Now what's good about this is still FamilySearch, and this still connects to the existing deceased ancestors that are in the family tree as you know it today at FamilySearch. What's great about this is that Jan's other family members can bring their talents and contribute to building the tree in new ways. Take Jan's granddaughter, Abby. Abby loves photography. And she loves taking photos, for example, of her grandparents' family dinners, her uncle's wedding, and her graduation ceremony, just like she normally would. Now she can upload those to her shared group tree and tag her living family members so that group members can see them in real time. And, yes, this is a big deal. Sharing these memories with the living. And then those memories that are on FamilySearch now will be preserved for her family and for generations to come. Now, Jan can also help nurture some up-and-coming family historians in her family. Spencer, for example, would love to learn more, but he's not sure just exactly how he can help or what he can do. Jan can assign specific tasks for him to investigate, and in the process, pass along her skills and knowledge and best practices from years of him doing family history. So now family are helping family do family history. And then there's other family members, and they're just happy to be included. They can see all the great work that Jan and Abby and Spencer are doing in their family tree. They can like contributions, they can add comments, they can share their own inspiring stories as they work together. We are building an upcoming app to help take advantage of all of this, and we are calling this app Together by FamilySearch. This is a new app, and it will help bring together children, parents, grandparents, and other close relatives, and strengthen the bonds of family through the power of storytelling in a very unique and fun way. Yes, thank you. So, family group trees will improve opportunities for families to work together, to gather and connect, and to remember your family. So right now, we are releasing what we call an early release of family group trees. And we're inviting you and all those that are interested to become early adopters and to get an opportunity to provide your feedback and your input to us. Thank you so much. We are so grateful for all that you do in Family Tree.
Hi, I'm Craig Miller. I'm the Director of Design and Engineering for FamilySearch.org. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's great to be with you. As you can see, we have some really exciting changes for family history in FamilySearch.org. You're probably wondering how you can access these brand new features, and I'll share a little bit more about that in just a minute. But just for a second, let's go back last year to RootsTech 2023. Does anybody remember this from last year? Yeah, that's me on stage. Last year, before I talked about the new things on Family Search, I shared a little bit about how we develop software. I talked about getting your help for Brian and his team in the form of feedback on the products and features that we're building. We need the ability, or we've provided the ability to be able to turn on and off our features. And we provided a feedback button. Your response has been tremendous. Thank you so very, very much for your feedback. It has provided huge results as we tune and change the software to better fit your needs. The feedback service that we use on Family Search tells us that we have some of the best feedback in the entire industry. I'm not talking just the family history industry. I'm talking about the entire software industry. So thank you so very much to help us, to help you find and connect and remember your family on FamilySearch.org. Family Search is really your family's website, and we're not forgetting that. Because of your great response of providing feedback to us, we had a few ideas to make it even easier for you to be able to give us your help, your feedback on things like full text search, family groups, the new Together by Family Search. And so we have an announcement today. This is my favorite little coat. Sarah wanted me to put on the wig from Back to the Future that Emmett Brown, but I couldn't do that. So, today, a sneak peek into the future. Our early access to our new Family Search features are being developed for you so you can have a quick look at them, play with them, give us our suggestions. Back to the designers to help us help you. These are the key benefits for Family Search and its Family Search Labs. You can find it by clicking the View Experiments on the right-hand side of the page. Clicking that button, for instance, brings you to the lab page. And on this page, you will find some of the products and features that are currently in development. These features are live in production. If you put data in them, they don't go away. It is there. These are really live products, but it's in the very first beginning stages of the development. As an example, if you decide to turn on the full text search feature, you will come to this next page, and it's the full text search web page for that. You'll take a look at that, be able to work with it, play with it, search for your ancestors, etc. But the most important link on that is the feedback link. And that's where you tell us what you think about this new feature on that page. Every piece of feedback is reviewed by the development team. Please be kind. Because the ones that are mean, we don't read. So please be kind to my engineers. On the back, just below the main page on labs, at the bottom, you'll find another area where you can provide your great ideas to us. Please share liberally. We so look forward for your great ideas, for suggestions. They are the basis for many of the features and products that we build on FamilySearch. We really appreciate you taking the time, and I know it does take some time, to help us to help you. So thank you very much, and we look forward to your feedback.
Thank you, Craig, and thank you to all of our presenters. Everything you've presented today, it makes you really excited about the direction that FamilySearch and the industry as a whole is heading. So once again, thank you. My name is Sarah Hammond. I do product marketing for FamilySearch. So what that means is I have the privilege of working with all of these individuals and their teams of mad geniuses to make all of these products and features possible on FamilySearch. Now, I have a couple of questions here that we have prepared, but we know that the best questions are going to come from all of you. So there's a QR code that'll be up in a second. Feel free to scan that with your phone and send in your hardest, toughest questions that you can possibly think of, and we'll pitch them to these guys up here, and I'm sure they'll have a great answer for you. So, all right, buckle up, guys. So, Craig, the first question that I have related to FamilySearch Labs. What do you have? I saw one brief slide on there, but what do you have planned that's going to be available on FamilySearch Labs?
Thank you. So everything that we've discussed here today, help, full text search, the new Family Connect, and Together by FamilySearch, and a couple of other things. You'll have to go and take a look at them. They're all available to help in the expo hall. So please stop by there, and they'll help you, and you can see all the other cool things that we have.
Excellent. We'll probably see some of these familiar faces, too, in the booth throughout the conference as well. And how exactly is the feedback used, and how does it get to the right team through the feedback button? So
we have a number of teams. Every team has a section of the website. The designers and the engineers review those almost every day for the live feedback that is coming in, and they make their weekly decisions on how they develop based on the feedback that we get. So if the feedback is leaning, this doesn't look quite right, they tweak it, work through it, and then rebuild. We reship our software almost 1,000 times a week. And so through automation and testing, we're able to be quite responsive to the feedback that we get. For Todd and his team, I know that they've been using this method for a few years now.
Yeah, thousands of feedback, and I spend hours a week reading your feedback. So we love it.
Yeah, and it really does guide what we do. So please send us your feedback.
Yes, we love feedback. Love it, love it, love it. Well, Todd, that leads me to my next question for family group trees. How can I get more information or help at RootsTech to understand a little bit more about this, what a lot of people seem to be really excited about in FamilySearch?
Yeah, thank you. So we are having a class just about family group trees, and it's going to be more of a training class, and it's Friday at 4:30 in room 250, and we invite anybody to come. I would love to have you there. We're also going to be doing some training and answering a lot of questions at the family history booth, and then we have set up some kind of one-on-one rooms that you can sign up for at the family history booth.
Excellent.
So we really want to get you involved and get you up and running as soon as you can. So please come ask us for help.
We know that lots of patrons have been asking for something like this for a long time, so we want to get it into your hands as quickly as possible.
Right.
Awesome. Now, Todd, with family group trees, do I have to pick just one group to be a part of, or can I be in part of more than one?
You mean pick one family?
Yeah.
I can
Do I
only
have to
be in
pick
this
between
family?
My in-laws or
No. Yes, you can choose to be in more than one family group. Yeah.
You're going to let me be in your family?
No.
I know.
Sorry.
And we want to make sure that living information remains private and safe and secure. So how do we control who sees that living information?
So it's all controlled by who you invite into your group, right? As the group administrator, the group leader, you get to choose who to invite into your group. It's a private group, and only those members of the groups are the ones that can participate in the living tree.
Gotcha. So the admin is kind of the sheriff of the group.
Yes, be nice to your family.
There we go. Good. Awesome. Thank you, Todd. All right, Michelle, we have a couple of questions coming in for you, specifically for full text search, another product that seems to have a lot of excitement in this room. How reliable is the transcription in full text search?
I would say it's as reliable as any other hint towards a source. It's our job as researchers to evaluate it and see if it's leading us to the right source with the right people. And look from there. One thing I didn't say that I'm especially excited about, and the reason to keep coming back and checking on labs, is we actually are going to have the ability to go in and correct that transcription. And if you see errors that the computer made, come in and change it, correct it, make it better. And the great thing is that helps train our AI to continually keep getting better and better. So yeah, it's as reliable as any other source that you find.
And it points you in the right direction.
Exactly.
Right? Gets you to the records that you otherwise would have had to page through hundreds,
thousands. Absolutely. So it takes you there. I've had lots of great success finding the first time exactly who I was looking for, and other times it led me totally in the wrong direction, and I just came back and started over.
There you go. Yeah. Perfect. Sounds like genealogy as a whole.
It absolutely does.
So one question that I have that I'm sure plenty of people in the audience also have, I'm wondering when my homelands and my ancestors are going to show up in these records. How do you guys decide what records to make available through full text search and when?
Oh, that is a good question. And if I had my way and it was possible, we would just push a button and transcribe every single image that we have, all the billions of them. But that's not possible. So we are prioritizing records with the highest value of content. Just like those 3 collections I talked about today, they have content that's not really available other places. So we're going to continue going through that process and looking at collections worldwide that can add the most value and start from there.
Awesome. And in the meantime, luckily, we have FamilySearch Helper that can help us get connected with the right stuff. So, Bill, one of the questions we got is, what's the scope of the answers that I'll get?
So right now, it's from those sources that I mentioned, the wiki, the blog, the help articles, as well as the locations of the family history centers. We've started to incorporate some of the RootsTech content, and we'll continue to expand, but right now, that's the scope. And we've covered a few languages, not all languages, so, yep.
So does this mean that if I have a question, I'm never going to be able to talk to a human ever again to get help?
That's it. Never again.
Never again.
No, definitely, we still have all the support people still in place. We do telephone support, many areas. We even do WhatsApp support. And so we have all the support channels still available. But this is a new way to get help whenever you need it, just quickly.
So your favorite family history helper will still be hearing from all of you and will still be available.
It's a true story.
Well, kind of in line with all this AI learning, Andy, you were talking about really how AI is influencing the industry, not just family search as well. What do you feel, do you feel like AI is going to replace genealogists moving forward?
No, I don't think that will ever happen. I'm positive it won't. Genealogists provide capabilities that you'll never be able to replicate with machines. I think machines and software that we build and AI tools can only augment their work, and it can only accelerate it and help them achieve more. It can help process more records than a person can do themselves, but it's always going to be them at the forefront and at the center of our work.
So really accelerating the high quality work that many of these individuals here are already doing.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, we've got a question from a user here. What are your biggest concerns regarding deploying generative AI in the family history space? Is there any risk for historical inaccuracies?
Well, generative AI is a tool that's in development, and we have a long way to go. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done. But we're very encouraged by the results that we're seeing thus far. So instead of taking us off course, we find it bringing us back onto course and helping us course correct, and also just helping us process vast amounts of images and resources and archives that we wouldn't be able to get to for many, many years. So I think it's a tool for helping keep us on course. And it's designed by the people that use it the most. I think that's what's most interesting, is that all your ideas and your feedback really help us develop those tools for you.
Gotcha.
And they're designed to help you.
Well, and like we saw with Michelle's presentation, there's certainly some growing pains, but as the technology gets smarter and smarter, it's just going to accelerate, once again, that good work that many are doing.
You bet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sarah, I think I would add to that, just like Andy said, is the secret ingredient is really you. It's the people. Absolutely. That will never go away. My ability to connect with my ancestor and decipher if this is really who I'm looking for, and especially to make those personal connections, that will never go away. It'll only be aided by AI.
Excellent. It's really exciting, isn't it? Get you on the edge of your seat. All right, Craig, we've got another question regarding Family Search Labs. So is there a way to search for burial places? I'm driving through a town and wonder if I have an ancestor from my family buried in this town. Is there a way to get connected with that information easily?
Yes, and I can't tell you about it today.
Oh. Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe next year we'll
No,
get you
it's
a
maybe a little bit later,
Hang tight.
but
Stay tuned.
not in this one.
Oh, nice. I know. I tried, Craig.
Nice try.
Be more subtle next time. All right. Can you use Family Search Labs on a mobile app?
So right now, if you have a web browser on your mobile device, you can use it. Okay, but there's not a specific Android app or an iOS app. It's available through a web browser on your mobile device.
Gotcha. All right. And remind me, what are our language capabilities for each of these new products and features that we've just talked about? So Family Search Labs.
Family Search Labs is presently English only. And the reason why we've done that is because it takes a lot of resource to be able to retranslate. And so we want to get it up to a certain level of, what's the term, I guess it's of being locked down before we go into the translation phase. We translate the work on Family Search into 41 different languages currently. And so we want to make sure that the features and functionality are pretty stable before we go through that expense. In the future, we think that generative AI will be able to help us do that instantaneously, but that's coming.
Gotcha.
Right.
And is that the same for family group trees?
So Family Group Trees is being released initially in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. So, and also related to the mobile question, Family Group Trees will also be available on the iOS Family Tree app. So on the web and iOS Family Tree.
Oh, nice. Exciting. Very exciting.
And Sarah, I would just add, we would love to hear your feedback on all the different devices you're using it and how it's working. Use that feedback button.
Yes, tell us all your thoughts. Don't hold back. We would love to hear everything that you have to say about all of these new launches especially. And what about Family Search Helper?
We are also doing Spanish, Portuguese, and a couple other languages, but those are coming along a little slower, but they are there.
Okay, Excellent. So be on the lookout for additional languages in addition to English for all of these different products that we have coming soon. All right, I've got a question for all of you, so feel free to hop in if you have a thought. But what's something that you think the youth will be really excited about and will enjoy on FamilySearch?
Sarah, I think that one of the really interesting things is this new Together app that we're working on. And takes a lot of our discovery experiences that are currently on FamilySearch and reformats them in a way that the youth seem to particularly enjoy doing. We'll continue to refine that, but it's all based on the family groups technology to be able to hook families together tighter, closer, be able to make sure that they're really staying as a close family unit.
Excellent.
Yeah, the initial designs and activities were for children initially, and then it expanded to include the rest of the family. So yeah, it's going to be huge for children and youth.
You're going to see a level of engagement I don't think you've ever seen before in the coming years. It's a very special time in history, and we're going to see services accelerate, and that level of engagement, that deep engagement, that meaningful engagement is on its way, and we're working hard every day to make sure that we can have conversations directly with you that are meaningful through these tools. So I'm extremely excited about it. It's really, really fun to be part of this. It's great to be part of this team because they deeply love our patrons and our contributors, and we just encourage you to continue to give us your feedback, but look for that engagement to really accelerate. It's going to continue to be more and more fun over time, and something you really haven't seen before.
If I can add on that, I think the youth particularly gravitate to the memories and the visual aspects that this particular release is going to bring. You know, we released the initial version of Memories in 2014. They're remarkable how much that has changed in this time period, but this in particular has an engagement level with that kind of technology that the youth, that's what they live in.
Love it. Well, and I can't help but think, too, the fact that with full text search, Michelle, you mentioned earlier that now individuals who in the past, their stories haven't been able to be told because they aren't recorded in traditional records the way that we know them. I think that will be something that's really engaging for youth.
Absolutely. I would also say, just like I mentioned before, we're pairing volunteers with AI like we've never done before, and youth love hearing about that. They love talking about AI. So I didn't mention it before, but have them go to get involved. Download the app. They can help transcribe and correct things that the computers have indexed for them, and it's really fun. They just do it from their phone. They can do it not from class, but after class. And yeah, it's a great way for them to get involved.
So I've got a quick question for Craig. Hey, where can I get one of these lab coats?
Okay, on Amazon,
Don't we all want one of these lab coats?
$15. I blew it. I should have had FamilySearch Labs on here, but I didn't have time to get it monogrammed. So
next time, Craig. Well, thank you once again to all of our panelists, and thank you to all of you for your great questions and for your engagement, and most of all for your feedback that you send in to us throughout the year. Once again, we go through all of that. It's our life's blood at FamilySearch. So once again, thank you for all of your contributions as well.
There I go. All right, thank you.
Great job. This was so fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming. You guys are leaving. I wanted a hug or a high five at least.
I got that. Here we go.
Good job.
Thanks, Kirby.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Love you,
That was
Kirby.
awesome. So thank you guys for being here. It's been an amazing discussion from the FamilySearch Tech Forum. We have so much more happening. I wanted to extend a big thank you to our incredible FamilySearch team. We were going to hug, well, I said their names, Brett, Andy, Bill, Michelle, Todd, Craig, and Sarah for sharing their invaluable insights and expertise with us. The journey of family history technology is ever evolving, and today's insight have shown us just how bright the future looks. So let's take what they've taught us today, what we've learned, and continue to explore and innovate together. I will see you all back here at 11 for our first general session. Woohoo! Here we go.